Hey guys, this is Rachel, and I'm here to make another video on the Chinese language, but this one will be going over numbers 1 through 10. And if you haven't already, check out my video on the tones so it will help you with the pronunciation. And for this quick tutorial, you're going to need something to write on, something to write with, and an open mind. So with that, let's get started. Number 1 is probably the easiest number you're going to ever write in Chinese. It's just a simple, straight, horizontal line, like so. And to pronounce this one, it's like the English alphabet letter E, and you're gonna use the first flat tone to say it, and it sounds something like this. E, E. So if you want to go ahead and practice it and say it after me, E. Cool, right? Moving right along, let's go to number 2. Number 2 is going to be the same as E, like so, with a line like that. But underneath, you're going to want to make a line that's equally as and just a little bit longer on each side, like so. Now pronounce this one. In English, sometimes you might say, oh, I do something every day, and it's a slang term. Well, if you take off the re day and just use R and apply the fourth downward forceful tone, if you guys want to repeat after me, R. Cool. And that right there is number 2. Moving right along to number 3. You're going to want to make an equal sign, like so. And underneath it, like R, you're going to want to make a line that's equally longer on both sides. This one uses the first flat tone and sounds like E, but instead you're going to say san, san, and that's number 3. Then to number 4, you're going to want to make a downward vertical stroke. And then kind of like making a box, you're going to do halfway the rest of the box with a little bit of a hook at the end. And then you're going to want to make a circle on the left inward part, and then a rounded off square in the other part. And at the very bottom, close off the box. Now this one's a little bit more difficult than 3, but to say this one in English, sometimes you imitate a bee and you go zzz. Well, if you take that noise and shorten it and apply a downward tone and kind of make it more like an S, I know that's a lot to ask, but it sounds like zi, zi. Now trust me, this one's hard to pronounce, but with practice you'll get it, I promise. Zi. Cool? Let's move along to number 5. For this one, you're going to want to start off like E, and then 1/4 way through, make a downward line. And then halfway through that line, you're going to want to make a line like this, and without moving the pencil upwards, you're going to want to go down and then close it off. Now in English, sometimes when you make a blunder, you might go, ooh, like, like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Well, if you take that and kind of apply the third tone to it and go kind of like, ooh, and make it more of a woo sound, ooh, ooh, you're saying 5. Ooh. Pretty cool, right? And again, right along to number 6. This one's a little bit harder to explain, but you're going to want to make a diagonal line from the left to the right, like so. And then make an E in the middle. And then make a diagonal line from the left to the right, and right to the left, sorry. And then reflect it over here. Now this one, in English, is like the Western horoscope, Leo. You're going to apply the 4th downward tone, and it sounds like Leo, Leo. Pretty cool, huh? And then to number 7, you're going to want to make a straight line across, like E. And then you're going to make kind of the 3rd way through a line down, go across, and bring it back up. This one is like your hair straightener, Chi. And then you're going to apply the first flat tone, and it sounds like Chi, Chi. Also kind of reminds you of energy, but that's number 7. And then moving right along again to number 8, you're going to want to make kind of a slanted line down to the left, and then another one to the right. That one's a little bit easier to write, but you will have to kind of mess with the curves, so that way it flicks out at the bottom. And then to pronounce this one, it's with the first flat tone, and it's going to sound like ba, ba, ba. really fun to say if you say it over and over again. But before we get to that, let's go forward to number 9. For this one, you're going to want to make a downward line, and then halfway through, extend it a little bit to the left. You're going to want to make a horizontal line like that, bring it down, and then make a little bit of a hook. This one is pronounced like the name Joe, except for you're going to apply the 4th downward tone, and it sounds like Joe, Joe, Joe. And then finally, number 10. This one is super easy again. You're going to make an E, and then intersect it in the middle with a downward line. And to say this one in English, it's like when you're saying sure, sure, but you're going to shorten it and make it more like an R sound. It'll sound like sure, sure. And don't forget to apply the 2nd upward tone, sure. Alright, ready? Let's review. Number 1, E, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You guys ready to go again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it was really helpful. And I will be coming out with another video going from 10 to 100. So you guys should totally watch that. Thank you again for your time.